Parole Board to launch a, quote, comprehensive risk assessment investigation into Eric and Lyle Menendez, ensuring the brothers do not pose any kind of public risk if released from prison. This could be the first step toward clemency. Watch what Governor Newsom had to say in his new podcast.
There's no guarantee of outcome here. My office conducts dozens and dozens of these clemency reviews on a consistent basis, but this process simply provides more transparency, which I think is important in this case, as well as provides us more due diligence before I make any determination for clemency.
Newsom's order comes after a setback for Eric and Lyle. District Attorney Nathan Hochman imposed a new trial for them after murdering their parents in 1989. The Menendez brothers are serving sentences of life without parole and ultimately seeking freedom. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney Rachel Fiset. Rachel, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Governor Newsom said we are looking for a comprehensive risk assessment in this investigation. Tell us what that means. What will the Parole Board be accessing or assessing as well?
This really is the first step to determine if it makes any sense at all to release them from prison. So they are looking at all of the files, all of their behavior since they have gone to prison. And what they're really looking for is to see if they have been rehabilitated, to make sure they are not a danger to others if they are released, and how they've treated the guards, how they've treated other inmates. If there's psychological evaluations, they'll be looking at those to just ensure that we know they murdered their parents, but to ensure that that issue, that violent proclivity doesn't still remain if they are released.
Okay, so what does that mean? Paint us a picture here, because I have a brother who is in prison. He got, I think, a 5-year sentence. He served 3.5. He turned his life over to God. Faith, do they have to have jobs? Or, I mean, do they have to get along with everyone? What goes into the assessment? Because they have the backing of their family, correct? For their release.
They have the backing of most of their family for the release, but it's not really their family that they've been interacting with for their period in prison. So really they're looking to see, were they model citizens in prison? Were they getting into fights with other inmates? Were they getting into fights with guards? Were they compliant with the rules there? Do they appear to have remorse for their actions such that they would not recommit those actions? And they're combing through many documents, reports, interviews. This will be a comprehensive look at what their time has been there. And their family has really argued that they were model citizens in prison and that they were rehabilitated through the process. So this is the first step to make sure that they could be released.
All right. We appreciate you joining us, Rachel. Thank you so much. As this develops, we'll have you back on to figure out what the next move is. Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, we're getting some breaking news